And we are live, and the doors of the Sanctum have been opened once again for bonus show. Yes, that is correct. We have opened the Sanctum for a special occasion. So we're gonna really have some fun today. I see Sterno's already popped in with us. How you doing, my man? And the Wanderer is here. And
Hello.
yes, you were sadly not with us Saturday. You were not with us
Yeah,
when Dumpkey was here, man. We had quite a time. But we knew you were listening because we got to talking about actually how funny it was making one of the guys you work with think he was schizophrenic. So, but um, but no, good to have you here today, Wanderer. I know you've been busy with work and everything. Hey, Zabrak's here. How's it going, my man? And Scud is also here. Happy International Microwave Day. Well,
let's go. It's microwave day.
right. You know, honestly, that's one of the few things in my apartment that I don't have. I don't have a fucking microwave, dude.
Oh, microwaves are awesome, man. We got one
Well,
downstairs, and it's so good for making mac and cheese.
I mean, yes, I mean it is a cornerstone of having in any place, but I just don't have one at the moment, and so yeah, I just kind of have to improvise. I get to use the stove a lot more, which is cool. I mean, because I actually enjoy cooking. Hey, 2 liters here. What's going on, my man? Let's see what's Sterno having to say already.
That is correct. I can do a good microwave impression.
All right, let's hear it.
Beep. 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 There you go. Your food's done.
or or the ever popular ding.
Oh, who's the funny guy? Chris, it's Bonk. It's Bonk, dude. Bonk's the funny guy. He's certified funny guy. Has been since the middle of 2020 when the joke was made.
So how's everything been going, man? I know you've been busy and had quite a bit going on with you and everything. You've been doing all right?
It's been tolerable. I mean, I've had quite an eventful 2 weeks. Like, obviously, a lot of people will know I just got a dog, so I've been kind of adjusting to waking up at. I've been waking up at like 6:30 to walk him every single day, which is like an hour before I usually do, and I've been also stressing about building a game at college, which is not going very well, and the deadline is on Friday. We've managed to get like 2 or 3 scripts done. One of the scripts still has an issue, and one of them's yet to be, fully refined as well. So we've got 2 scripts to finish, and like less than 3 days to do it. So that's kind of scary. But yeah, apart from that, life's all right. It's been very stressful. Work has burned my hands off, but it's all right. And I'm rather tired. I'm looking forward to the holiday we get soon. And after that, then that's when I've got my maths exams, which is scary. So yeah, thanks for asking. How are you doing with us?
Well, strikes and gutters, ups and downs, as I always say. Hey, Faith is here, and incidentally, for the record, I told, as you know, Faith is a good friend of mine. I know for a fact that we are mobile right now. She is going to be listening to us in her car, so we are on the road in Faith's car today. That's right, and this is not the first.
Once
this
again.
is not this. Yeah, right. This is, and let's bear in mind that this is not the first time. I was talking to her on Facebook real quick yesterday evening, and I said, you know what, we enjoy being mobile. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. At least we know at least we know we're traveling somewhere at some point.
I like the the warm comfort that I'm currently being listened to in somebody's car, so that's kind of cool.
Well, interesting and sometimes fun things can happen in cars. So, but that's another story for a different time. I digress. But and as everyone has noticed, Doc is not with us today. Doc is actually working, and once again, this is a bonus show. And I put everything out there in the server just a little bit ago, and we're gonna try to do a bonus show just every once in a while. It'll be a surprise. Kind of like this one was, but we'll make the proper announcements and everything when time comes about. But hang on just a second. Not in my car when. So we're listening material before the children get in the car, and then we have to be censored. So
Haha, I can make jokes about liver failure.
Liver failure and land whales.
Mm.
You were trying not to laugh. You were trying not to laugh. Either that. Do what?
I choked and died.
Oh, I thought you were trying not to laugh.
It was a mixture. Like I kind of laughed and then just started choking. The thought of Shani for Christ disgusts me.
Y'all got till 2:45 in the car with me, so hey, all right, we've still got plenty of time to say all of the crazy shit. So, there you go. But yeah, oh god, dude. Speaking of the whole Shani thing, I got banned.
Wait, what? From where?
I got banned from her live chat and her comments. The only sock account that I've ever really been able to figure out how to connect properly to YouTube, to the YouTube setup and everything that I have. I just happened to pop in there today, and she was on one of her tirades with her third eye showing in all of its glory, and she was talking about all these people are bringing everything back up and all this, and I'm thinking, and I just flat out said in the chat, I'm just like, well, you know what? If you would stop broadcasting your fucking life and all of your drama and shit onto YouTube, then the drama would go away. It would magically disappear. And I got banned immediately just for saying that. Just
oh my god.
For just simply pointing out simple logic. I got banned.
Jesus.
by somebody who is now her mod, who I actually saw on someone else's channel a long time ago, or well, actually it wasn't that long ago. And now they're a mod for Shani and kissing her ass. So, well, I mean, I'm sure, right?
What a traitor!
Right. Well, I don't know the circumstances of how and or why this person ended up, kissing the land whale's ass, but that's another story for another time. What in the unholy fuck?
Yo, what?
I said, what in the unholy fuck?
Yeah.
But
dude, that's I haven't looked into her much, but she seems to not be the most favorable person in the world. I mean, especially if she's just kind of going on about it and on about it and on about it and on about it. It's just, shut up, man. Joe Biden, will you shut up?
Like, ooh, feel sorry for me. It's just
I work for a living.
Right. Don't call me sir. I work for a living. Well, sorry, sir, madam, sir, baby, child,
Supreme leader.
alien overlords. Save us from the land whale. So
I'm trying to figure out how this site works because if most of you know, I'm in the process of getting a PC, and I don't know how the site works, and I just want to goddamn build a PC. It won't let me build the PC. It won't let me get the parts. You fucking dummies.
oh, Heretic's here. Oh, hey, Heretic. I was actually just discussing about how I got banned from Shanny, aka the Land Whales live chat today, under one of my sock accounts, because I pointed clear and present logic out, and as we all know, um, her and Rev are not fans of logic because it makes sense and can actually get you can actually it makes sense and it works and can actually help you solve a lot of problems, but whatever, she's gonna always
A
and forever
note.
do what?
A £10 note just appeared on my left, and I don't know why it was there, because I swear I put all my money away. What the fuck?
Hey man, don't question it. That's a stroke of luck right there. Just take it for what it
Money grows on trees.
is. Wanderer's just like, I'm gonna take this 10 note and go play I'm gonna go get some play blackjack and get some hookers. So yeah. What are you
Yeah,
what are you gonna
that's right. I've got the fiver this time. Stereotypical British child name. Now I'm going to buy the sweeties.
What is a stereotypical British child's name?
We have a lot of Joshuas.
I pointed out the emerging of yet another fabricated personality in her recent live feed, and the second Tick alt account got banned.
Fellas, I think we need to go DEFCON 5 here and send in Wanderer 2 Electric Boogaloo to do some tomfoolery in the chat.
You really, dude? I'm not. Hey, look. I am not gonna condone or uncondone that, but if Mr. Boogaloo wants to go and do his boogaloo-ness on it, have fun.
he will commit, like, send in the drones. Like he will commit like mass war crimes in our YouTube chat.
2 shekels magically materialized to my right. What witchcraft is this?
What sorcery?
I am an enchanter. There are some who call me Tim. Please tell me I am not the only one here that has seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Timothy. Tim.
So
I'm not William Afton.
Yes,
I am not the man who killed 5 children. Mysticism.
Well, I mean, Heretic knows me all too well. She knows that I enjoy my Kabbalah study. So, hang on, let's see. I just screamed out Tim.
Yeah, mate, listen to this, mate. Odd looking bloke, that Faith, yeah. She just randomly screamed out Tim. Wasn't even shouting for a bloody dog, mate. What a wacko.
Oh god. Oh my god. You literally sound like any person that I've ever cuz okay, you know I'm a West Ham United fan. Hardcore.
Yeah.
I'm I'm a total soccer hooligan. Um, but every video that I've ever watched of like them talking to someone about the team, like randomly, that's exactly what they sound like.
I think I've got some plain Jane British accent that I can just kind of materialize any accent out of thin air, and it'll work.
And Arsenal, yes, I do like the Gunners. I do like them as well, but I'm West
I'm
Ham till I die.
I'm more of a Chef U guy, me. Even
Oh,
though
as
I
long
really don't play
as
soccer or anything.
Well, the fact that you said soccer and not football is amazing.
No, I'm being Americanized. I'm losing my Britishness.
Doc and I are
Well,
rubbing off on you.
Football. Sorry, to put it correctly.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
as
more of a
long as
Sheffield United guy.
I was going to say, as long as you didn't say um, Manchester United, Tottenham, or Millwall, will be all right.
Oh, fuck Millwall. Millwall's a shithole. Anywhere that isn't like what Sheffield. Yeah, Sheffield or like Devon or like someplace in the goddamn Lake District. Everywhere is shit. Just don't come here, okay? Stay far away.
How now in reference to, and now I've been wanting to ask you this, now in reference to where you reside in the UK, how far are you from London?
I'm very far away. Let's put it lightly.
Like
I'm
how like if you hopped a train to London, how long would it take you to get there?
I think my girlfriend's done this journey. She took nearly a full day, I think. Well, not nearly a full day. I'd say maybe what, 6 hours.
Even on an
I
express
don't know.
train?
I don't know. I've never been to London myself. I had the opportunity. Excuse me. Like a couple of years ago, but I just never went through with it because I was like, oh, but I got to study for my exams, and honestly, I did shit anyway, so I kind of missed out on an opportunity. Yeah.
That's one place I've always wanted to go is London. Like not only to be able to go to East London and see West Ham play, which I always wanted to get over there when they were playing in Upton Park. But then they put in a bid and they actually are the team that won the bid to be able to move into Queen Elizabeth Stadium, where they
Oh,
had
really?
where they had the Olympics, several years back, and
Oh,
so
yeah,
now
yeah.
West Ham United's new stadium is Queen Elizabeth Stadium, and they're gonna, if they haven't already, they're actually gonna tear down Upton Park,
Oh,
and
shit.
I'm like really like actually I did get to see the video of the very last game that they played. One of the very last games they played in Upton Park, um, and that was really really cool to see. But uh, ever since I've been watching West Ham, which has been for like God 5, well no probably well like maybe 5, 6, 7 years now.
Yeah.
Um, that's where I've always seen them play is at Upton Park, and of course I don't get because they broadcast them live at like all hours in the morning over here. Because I have a good friend of mine, and Heretic was talking about go Arsenal a while ago. A good friend of ours, he's a big Arsenal fan,
Mm.
and he used to record the Arsenal games and the West Ham games when they would come on live, so we could, and then like later on that afternoon, I would go over to his house and we would sit and watch them. And of course, he would pull for West Ham when we were just watching West Ham versus somebody else. And of course, I'm pulling for Arsenal when it's Arsenal and somebody else. But when it was time for Arsenal and West Ham, oh my God, it got really ugly.
Oh
um,
God.
oh no, no, I actually saw it in my Facebook memories not too long ago. He posted something on my wall. He said something to the effect of, he's like, I want you to know that you're a good friend and I respect the hell out of you, but as far as Saturday goes, you're a complete bastard. And he actually got banned from Wikipedia
He got banned
because
from Wikipedia. What the How does that
he got
even work?
he got banned from Wikipedia for because you can go into Wiki, anyone can go on or log into Wikipedia and edit and update any page that you want to. Um,
Yeah.
he went on to West Ham United's Wikipedia page and did an edit on it talking about their full on support for the homosexual community or something like that. And I mean, and they banned him for that. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's I mean, I guess he was basically saying, like, trying to say like West Ham was gay or something like that. But I'm like, that like what? And he told me the next
That's
day, he's like,
funny.
yeah, I got banned from Wikipedia. Like, all right, man. So
Oh, by the way, I've just used maps. I am exactly, I'm just over 5 hours away from London.
oh, that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's like, I guess you could say, like driving from like say a state to another state, um, in America, I guess. It depends which state you're in and how far into that state you are. Because I know depending on where you live, it can be very, very long drives between states in the US.
Oh yeah. Oh man, Zabrak, why are we talking about REO Speedwagon or Robert EO Speedwagon? But yeah, I mean, oh god, traveling in America it's a ginormous pain in the ass. If you're I mean, if you're going to be doing it by car, um, if you're going to go anywhere in the U.S., I mean, if it's a reasonable drive, um, my brother a while back was actually living in Oklahoma,
Yeah.
and he was talking to me about actually moving up there. Um, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to come out there and check it out. And I did a map search from where I live now to Edmond, Oklahoma, where he was living at the time, and it's like an 8 or 9 hour drive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I mean that really wouldn't be that bad, I don't guess, but um, yeah, if you're really, I mean, unless it's within a reasonable distance, um, fly. Or I mean, if they're because I mean, you don't really see like where I reside in the U.S. There's not really we don't have train stations like anywhere within a reasonable vicinity. Um, so taking a train is pretty much non-existent around here. Um, but yeah, I mean, like if I could ever get over to the UK, I'd be like, man, screw this. I'm going to take a train. I'm not
Yeah.
renting. I'm not renting a car. I'm just going to take a damn train. So
I think I know a guy who went from Florida to
mm,
Wyoming, and that seems like a really, really long drive.
oh my God, from Florida to Wyoming. A good friend of mine actually just went to. All right, Heretic. Well, enjoy the rest of the work today, and I will be in touch with you here after a while. Let's see. What's Faith saying? Mississippi and Tennessee ain't that far for us, but that's it. That's very true. Um, from where from the general area where Faith and I reside um, in Alabama, um, you can be in Mississippi in about well well from where we reside to the state line is probably about maybe 20 minutes. Um, so you can literally be in Mississippi in about 20 minutes, but from where I live to my my hometown back in Mississippi is at least a good 45 minutes. So from here
Oh wow.
to where I'm from to go visit my mom is a 45-minute drive, which is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that stretch of highway like the back of my hand. Um, but and Tennessee is probably about I don't know maybe an hour, maybe two.
Mm.
But it's um. But yeah, a friend of mine actually was in Montana not too long ago, and he literally, I mean, he drove up there, and it was
Yeah.
like I want to say it was like an 18-hour drive
Holy
from
God.
right.
Oh, never be able to do that.
Okay, apparently it's an hour and a half from here to Tennessee. Well, depending on where in Tennessee you're going. Now, if to uh, from here to Memphis is going to be about 2 hours. It's going to be close to 2 hours. It's going to be close to 2 hours. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, it just kind of seems to me like it's easier to get places over in the UK because I mean, basically, you just like you have your sub or your tube systems as you call them, and the trains run on time from what I hear, and
I don't know where you've got that from.
it's like what a load of shit, man. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
who
what a
the fuck
load of
told you that our
bollocks.
trains run on time?
Oh God. So me and my I met up with one of my old school buddies today actually.
uh,
We were both running for the train because we live in like the same area. He basically like lives right around the street from me, and we were both heading home, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?" So I see you're late for the train too. It was like, "Yep." So we started running down the stairs, and we'd missed it. It was an 8 minute wait, thankfully, but the one after the 8 minute wait was like 22 minutes, and that was just to get back to our hometown.
oh my
And
god.
yeah, we were like, "Oh, what a load of bollocks!" Like they're so inconsistent with their timings nowadays with the metro. It's rather annoying, especially when I rely on bus and metro to get to college every single day. Yeah, it's not ideal, especially when you have what sometimes a 15-minute wait to a 32-minute wait between trains, which is absolutely sucky.
Oh yeah. Um, I, I couldn't even imagine having to wait that long for just a train, you know. But
Yeah, God,
oh, and
I did
while
it
I
once
have
in the rain.
oh, and now while I have it on my mind, just real quick, are you prepared this week? Are you prepared Are you prepared with your review for the bonus show?
Hell yeah, I got
Awesome.
some good shit to talk about, man.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I'm gonna wait and send you your homework for the next show. Now, I know you were listening Saturday, but I'm gonna go ahead and make the announcement once again. Um, so we will be doing the next show with myself, Doc, and Wanderer, all three of us back in the studio together. Uh, and we will open all three of us will open the Sanctum together on Sunday this week. So the next full show will be coming up this upcoming Sunday. My work schedule is actually about to change just a little bit, which we'll get into once I get a few more details, and Wanderer and I will be discussing that a little bit more off air. But once I get a few more details about that, I'll make an announcement in the Discord so we can keep everyone up to date. Because as I always say, we love each and every single one of you, and we love having you here. And this is actually, honestly, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it when I woke up today. I was just like, this is a treat. Honestly, we don't really do. We usually just go once a week with like on a schedule and everything like that, which is fine. It kind of gives you time to get your reviews together, and gives me and Doc time to see what in the hell's going on with the world and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, back in my back in the town in Mississippi where I'm from, they actually built kind of a they built what they call a buff, or it's basically kind of like a wildlife preserve almost.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
well, not really a preserve; it's more like a little animal park, if you will.
Yeah.
And they've got buffaloes and zebras and first one thing and another out there. Um, and actually, the friend of mine that I was telling you about earlier, he and I were out riding around one day, and we were driving. He actually lived pretty close to this place, and we were driving by the big open field, and we could see, like, a bunch of the animals out there grazing and everything like that. And we saw this little group of donkeys hanging out together, right?
Yeah.
And we were driving by, and he counted them, and there just happened to be 12 donkeys right there, and in the middle of these donkeys was a zebra.
Yo, what?
There was a zebra,
What the
and
holy donkey? Holy donkey is being blessed by the power of like
no,
gaming.
and we immediately dubbed the zebra Zebus.
Zebus, the king of
Zebus,
donkeys.
Zebus, and that just became a running joke between me, him, and Heretic. What we would just look at, we'd be driving by and we would just see it didn't even have to be the same zebra. We would just see one and we would always go, "Praise Zebus," you know. But yeah, it just 12 donkeys just hanging out grazing, and there's a zebra like right in the middle of them. And there was one
That's got to be
donkey.
some sort of religious symbolism. That's got to be something.
Well,
It's a
that's
sign of the times.
that was the whole thing, you know. Zebus and his 12 disciples. And there was one donkey that was hanging back, probably had to be at least a good maybe 5 or 6 feet away. We named him Judas. Um, so yeah, praise Zebus, praise Zebus. Thank you, Faith. I appreciate that. And it is a
My
true
dog
story.
loves my dog loves horses and donkeys. Like, I don't know why he does, but he just loves either looking at them, chasing after them,
All
or
right,
like just admiring them.
All right, Zabrak. Sorry to hear about your internet connection having some issues, but if you get a chance, pop on back in here. We'll be here our normal time. We may go just a little bit longer today for the bonus show, but if not, we will see you on Sunday. Scud says gaming donkey.
The gaming donkey Zebus.
Zebus. Praise Zebus.
Zebus
Praise
gaming
Zebus.
donkey.
But that Faith bringing that up, I have not thought of that in forever. And her talking about taking the kids there, her kids there, was just I'm like, oh my god, really? I had to think about Zebus right now. So
I should add Zebus into the backdrop of like the banner for the show.
are you going to put robes on him and everything like that?
Yeah, maybe even put him on a cross to like
Uh,
have that religious
eh,
symbolism in there.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think we need a crucified zebra. So animal rights activists to be all over for that one. Be all over
Well,
us
what
for
if
that
he's
one.
just meditating in front of a cross-shaped object?
Well, I guess that would be okay as long as he's not hanging from it. I guess. Um, but so you're so quick question: how is Wanderer Et doing these days?
Uh, sorry, I'm tired. Um,
Did you
well,
start that
she's doing
yawning
all
shit,
right.
boy?
She's doing okay. She's probably around the same as me mentally, like just kind of stressed and also missing each other and stuff like that because we can't really see each other because of the COVID regulations. Like we're in like separate bubbles, I guess you could say, because she doesn't go to the same place of education as, and also she doesn't work where I work either, so we can't really see each other. But she's doing okay. We FaceTimed earlier. I played a bit of Halo. She did maths and French, and then we played Minecraft. And yeah, she's doing okay. She's handling life, I guess.
So you're a Minecraft boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Through and through, through and through. I'm proud of my title. Through and through, I am a Minecraft boyfriend to my girlfriend, and like,
you
there's no way about it.
I still say you need to get her to come on the show with us one day.
She's way too shy, but I will ask one day. I will definitely ask.
Just be
So I think
like,
she'd be funny.
just be like, just yeah, come on, just get on
I'll
in
even
here
do a
and
custom avatar of like it's just my guy in makeup, even though she doesn't like wearing makeup.
wait. You're gonna, or now, and I don't know if everyone has noticed, but Wanderer is sporting a new armor these days. So
Hell yeah, buddy.
so maybe you could give her your old pink armor, and maybe just like throw some makeup on that.
Yeah. Actually, I think I did that actually. It's one of the emotes in my server. It's
Oh,
called
is
Wonder
it?
Red. Yeah, I believe it used to go by another name. And it was like Wanderer Drag Queen or something. But then I changed it to Wonderette because it was funny. So
Oh, Faith's little girl apparently just laughed at what we were talking about.
wait, was that Zebus or my Minecraft girlfriend?
And probably, I think it was probably the Minecraft boyfriend, Minecraft girlfriend thing.
Oh,
Oh, and
I
oh,
love
and Scud.
Minecraft, man.
Let's see. Bonk said, "Officer, please. He's just meditating."
Get on the ground! There are
Oh
no
man,
meditating zebras.
he's contemplating the dying for the sins of those donkeys, of all the
He's,
donkeys in
he's
the world.
he's cleansing the universe of COVID-19.
Oh God. Zebus, save us, Zebus, save us from the world and the dreaded COVID. But
Our
yeah, man,
Zebus, who art
our
in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
oh, oh my God, that's gonna just make me like want to go out and get a rosary made that actually has like a zebra on it instead of like a crucifix.
Isn't that like a false god thing? I'm pretty sure that's like some form of like heresy. I probably shouldn't do that. I'm
I'm
gonna get hunted down by like very devout Christians. Minecraft boyfriend. Oh my god, the youngest viewer of Sanctum Sanctorum.
She's 19 months old and knows true humor. Yes, she does. And the fact that you're letting her listen to this right now is amazing.
Hello, Livy, and welcome to the
Hello,
Sanctum.
Libby. Hello. Be good for your mommy.
No pooping.
Well, she can't help that, okay? None of us can.
Dude, speaking of poop, my dog did a monster shit this morning. I had to pick it up, and it was awful. I just thought I'd share. Thank you.
Damn it. Damn it, Bobby.
Out deliberately, I said, "Damn it, Bobby! Bobby, sit! You're gonna get yourself killed running into the road."
I'm telling you, man, you should have got a cat. Scooping a litter box is a hell of a lot easier.
I did it with the rabbit, but just shot everywhere. And one time, the rabbit even had a period on the floor, on the kitchen floor.
That's why you get them fixed.
You get them fixed. What? Is my rabbit broken? I mean, she's dead, but you know. This took a dark turn. How do I get out of this?
Oh God, I don't. Sterno's wanting to invade the Sanctum for some reason. I don't know whether to.
Honestly, I think we should let Sterno on one time. Like for one episode, we should at least think of the idea. I would like to talk to Sterno about his streaming. Oh my Christ, Faith. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. The smell must be like awful. Did you have to wear a gas mask?
You just slip on one of the anti-COVID masks and hope it works.
Oh my God. You'd need
Oh,
about
and
4 masks.
Faith, since you're currently here for the moment, my cousin did give me an individual copy of The Lost Boys for my birthday. So the multi-pack that I have is in fact yours. So whenever I see you again, the multi-pack with Lost Boys, Lost Boys 2, Lost Boys 3, and Queen of the Damned is yours. So to answer your statement there, Wanderer, yeah, we can certainly discuss having Sterno on. I'm afraid that he's probably going to go on one of the go on a anti-Sweden rant, and all of that.
Probably will. He probably will, but it's okay. It's okay, man. I'll keep him at bay with my British powers.
your
So
power your powers of British persuasion.
My powers of British persuasion outmatch Sterno's hatred for Sweden.
Oh my God. I've been meaning to say this to you. You do sound exactly like oh God, what's his I watch Top 15 all the time.
What, Chills?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I can do his voice pretty well.
Now that's somebody that I would love to get on here. That would be he would I think he would be a really, really cool guest to have on.
What do you mean? I'm literally right here. Who the hell is Wanderer? Like, yo.
Dude, what the fuck?
Number 15, Big Chungles, best meme page.
And see, this is another reason why I wish that I could get back on Twitter, is because I know that's probably the best way to get in contact with some of these people that I've been wanting to try to get on here. But I'm still
Are you still banned?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. What did you do?
I got banned for telling a Trump supporter to go jump off a cliff. That is literally the reason that every account that I have ever tried to make to get back onto Twitter, they apparently have my phone number banned, and
Oh my god.
so I can't unless like I just don't use it on my phone, I guess.
Yeah, you could
Um,
probably use it on your Chromebook. Twitter's not
right,
that
but
demanding.
right, but still, I mean, I would like to be able to read it regularly, but I think they've banned my phone number.
Oh fuck.
Hang on, let's see. Can you say
Widow's
hi,
son is so
Ethan?
based.
Hello, Ethan. Hello.
What's up, Ethan?
Yeah. It the fact that this is still being played in your vehicle right now is insane because we do tend to get a bit insane on this show. So
Yeah, hello.
yeah, welcome to the insanity.
Well, welcome to
Um,
the Sanctum gamers.
right. All right. So what we're gonna do right now, since we have been waiting over a week to get this done, Wanderer, right now, I'm going to pass it over to you because I am thoroughly excited for this review for a few reasons. Number one, the records that I sent you are just amazing all the way around. Number two, you have finally got to cut your teeth on one of the greatest bands of all time. And I am so excited to hear about that. And I really hope that's the last one. You're saving that one for last because I'm literally going to be on the edge of my seat while you're talking about it. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Wanderer, let's have your review.
Okay, so before I begin, some guy posted like a Bible's worth comment on the XO1 prototype not making sense in Fallout 4. I'm gonna have to read that later. Uh, God, that's so much to read. Either way, guys. So I know I didn't deliver last week or the last episode or the episode before that, but you know today we're gonna listen to some music, guys. You know it's just how it is. So obviously I did Sailing the Seals. I can't speak. We did Sailing the Seas of Cheese by Primus, which honestly I really enjoyed, and I wasn't expecting to enjoy it, especially after I heard Pork Soda. So I'm very happy that I was finally getting that redemption that I kind of needed. And the albums we have listened to are CKY, which I believe I forgot the order of the words. Let me let me go on to Spotify just to find out what the album's called.
Infiltrate, destroy, rebuild.
That's the one. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the album here. So Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild. I thought it was pretty solid, but honestly, it kind of had like I think it suffers from a syndrome that I like to call the early to mid 2000s syndrome, where technology was kind of becoming more, you know, a little bit uh bleep bloop, and things were getting a little bit more kind of electronic. And I feel like this kind of suffers from that a little bit. And I'm not kind of a fan of that electronic sounding thing, if you know what I mean.
Right, but now you're talking about that being from the early 2000s.
It's
Um,
made in 2002, yeah.
that can't be right because I was listening to that back in college. Well, I
What
was
the fuck?
okay. I was in college at that point. I forgot.
Let's see.
I've drank a lot of beer since then, so you know sometimes the memories get a little hazy.
Well, their
Um,
debut album is listed on Spotify, which is 96 Quite Bitter Beings. That is listed as being released on January 1st, 1999. And
that was
Infiltrate,
actually
Destroy, Rebuild.
96 Quite Bitter Beings
Sorry,
was actually the first single from that record.
this is an album here? Something's wrong with CKY's Spotify account. Okay, so it may or may not have been in 2002. I don't know that for a fact.
No,
Sorted here has been released on September 24th.
I just did some Google foo and it was 2002.
All right. Well, either way.
So so anyway, let's get into it.
So Escape from Hellview is the first song. I thought that was a really cool kind of intro to the album. The flow was nice. I didn't really like the sound of the guitar or the instruments much. Uh, and the vocals were actually pretty damn good. I enjoyed the vocals quite a lot. Especially on the next two songs, which honestly have got to be my favorite from the entire album. So Flesh into Gear, which is probably one of the most popular CKY songs, at least on Spotify,
Oh,
and Sink into the
flesh,
Background.
fl- oh, flesh into gear is the shit. That it's just a jamming ass song is what it is, and that it's got that really really heavy bass line in it that you can clearly hear. Um,
Yeah, it's an awesome.
but anyway,
Fuck.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Flesh into Gear is a brilliant song, and same with Singing into the Background, Singing into the Underground. Sorry, uh, that is another really really awesome song. And then going from there, so that probably my two favorites, and I'd say they're pretty close contenders to going in my playlist actually. So attached to that, I don't remember if I don't think I was much of a fan of this one as I was Singing to the Underground, but that's mainly because there's a pattern with me. You see, if I find a song that I really really like out of an album, I'll find the next song underwhelming because I like the last song so much. So that's just a me thing. But Attached to the Hip, I wasn't too crazy about. Frenetic Amnesic, I thought that one was pretty damn solid. And what are your thoughts on that one? What do you think?
Fanatic. Oh man, there's actually I'll have to send a DM of it to you. But there's a music video that they actually did for that song, and the music video is hilarious. Like, I mean, it's absolutely it's absolutely one of the most funny things that I've ever watched, because one of the guitar players, he's on his cell phone, and just out of nowhere, like when you see that first camera shot come up, you just hear him go, "Did you ever fuck a girl?" No. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know there was a music video to it, and I was actually driving back to Mississippi to see my mom, and I was on the highway, and it came to that song, and then like coming through my car stereo, I just suddenly heard, "You ever fuck a girl?" No. And I'm like, what the hell am I listening to? And it took me a minute to realize it. But no, that song, like, one thing about CKY that I always enjoyed, especially on their earlier records, was that guitar sound. Because Darren, the guy who was their front guy, guitar and vocal, um, he he is a great guitar player. He really, really is. And I always just appreciated that sound. But one thing that I've always appreciated about the band as a whole is they've found a way to bring in very unique sounds, as far as um, like song, like on every song. Like, if you noticed on Fanatic, like you hear like that, like kind of like it sounds almost like a whistle, or like kind of like a keyboard or an organ or something just in the background, and you just hear it build when the song
Yeah.
starts. I was always kind of really taken back by that. I'm just like, that was a really really interesting concept to kind of go for. And the vocals on that song are really really good. I mean, and I mean, the vocals on all of the songs are great.
Yeah, I got to agree. The vocals of the album itself are one of the strong points of this album, in my opinion.
All right, so continue. I'm getting your homework ready for next week, or for Sunday, excuse me.
So the next one is Shock and Terror. I quite like this track. It's got kind of like a funky kind of melodic pattern, and I thought that was really awesome. It was really complemented by, like I said, the vocals are really, really damn good on this record as well.
Hmm.
So after that, you got Plastic Plan, and honestly, I don't think I could really decide on if I liked the song or if I didn't. Like I said, the kind of weird sounding digital, kind of electronic sounding like effect on the guitar is something that I wasn't really a big fan of, and I feel like it's kind of like a major downfall for this album. Um, but at the same time, doesn't take too much away from it. So I think Plastic Plan, I'm kind of like in the middle on it. In Human Creation Station, however, that's one that I'm quite a big fan of. I think this is probably another one of my favorite ones out of the album. I really like the drums in the intro, and it's just a sick ass song, really.
Wait, which one was that one?
In Human Creation Station.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. I've always been like I love that song, but I was always really really into the guitar in that song because the riff in that song is really really good.
Yeah. Sporadic Movement is the next song, and it's the second last. I wasn't too much of a fan of that one, no. I can't put my finger on why. It just really wasn't for me. I don't think. It's actually a pretty damn good
There?
song as well.
Oh,
I really like they
it sounded like you. Go ahead.
I like they went for my like in the beginning it sounded like a more acoustic sounding guitar, which is something I quite like. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the album. Honestly,
Close,
if I'm being
close, close yet far. Like that. That's a very to me. That's very 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 emotional and touching song. Like, um, it makes me think about honestly anytime I ever listen to it, like it always makes me think about like people that I don't talk to anymore or haven't seen in a long long time or something because there's that line in the chorus that says drop me a line and tell me how the hell you are. um it's a very emotional song in a way.
yeah. So overall, Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild, it gets a 7 from me. I'm gonna say 7. I have a reason for it being a
Okay.
7. So obviously, like I said, I was a fan of the lyricism. I was a fan of the vocals. I was a fan of the drums, but the guitar to me was kind of like a bit of an off-putter. Um, I wasn't really a big fan of the way the guitar sounded on this record, apart from maybe Close Yet Far. However, it did provide some really, really awesome songs to listen to, such as in Human Creation Station, Close Yet Far, singing in the background, The Underground, sorry, I keep on getting them mixed up, and Flesh in the Gear as well. Flesh in the Gear being one of the best ones of the album, in my opinion.
So, what songs from this record made it to your playlist? I know "Flesh and the Gear" definitely.
Sing Into the Underground and Close Yet Far as well.
Oh, you didn't go with "Inhuman Creation Station"?
It almost made it, but I don't know. I think I might have accidentally missed out. I can't remember if I added it or not, but it's something I want to add.
All right, so we've got a 7 on CKY Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild. Okay, so
Okay, so the next
now,
one.
yeah, I was gonna say the next one is should be Bloody Kisses.
I'm just gonna say right now, this album is a fucking 10.
Are you serious?
Yes, I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it here first. We have our first official 10 from Wanderer on his music review on Typo Negative's Bloody Kisses. All right, so let's hear the rundown.
Okay, so it starts off with Machine Screw. I'm not a fan of this. I think it should be pretty obvious why.
Why? Why? There's
The
nothing
answer
wrong
is
with it.
because I'm a massive virgin. um, so the next song, well, Machine Screw is a quote unquote song. It's more like an introduction to the album. And yeah, I mean, you can go listen to it if you want. I don't know. Christian Woman, my God, this song, holy shit, it blew me away. As soon as, the I guess you could call it maybe a keyboard. I guess you could say the kind of
Oh,
ghastly
oh,
sort of
oh yeah.
faint ambient
Oh,
sounds in the beginning.
oh yeah. It's their keyboard player Josh Silver. That's all him right there to start it out. Yeah.
Well, that was beautiful to start off as well, and the vocals. I always love Typo's vocals. Vocals are just
Yeah.
absolutely amazing to me.
Now tell me.
But
Now
then,
tell me. Go ahead. I got a point I want to make in just a second, but go ahead. Go ahead.
so when the guitar come in and like the song kind of gets swing, if you know what I mean, that was beautiful. That was amazing. And obviously, the Christian Woman. I think one thing I've noticed with a lot of the songs from Typo is that the songs are really fucking long compared to songs of the modern day. Like sometimes songs will be between 3 to 5 minutes. Typo goes far, far, far beyond any kind of uh, kind of meter that you would expect the song to be. Usually these are between what 5 and like maybe 20 minutes. Sometimes
Okay.
they
Okay.
they
And
go
see
very,
you.
very long.
Okay, and see this, and see it's interesting that you bring this up because you were actually saying not too long ago, and I knew that you were going to be reviewing this today, and I actually went back and listened to the review that you did of Pallbearer, Sorrow and Extinction, and you were actually talking about how you didn't like the fact that their songs, like their first song, was like 12 minutes long, and then that's when I actually heard I had actually said to you, but but you listened to Typo. What did you expect? So it is interesting to
Yeah.
hear you say that.
Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of like really kind of extended songs. I like songs that I'm a fan of. Let's a Thundercat song, for example. Sometimes Thundercat songs can be at least 5 minutes, and I think 5 minutes for a song is like the perfect length. However, when it comes to Typo, I feel like having an extended song, having like kind of like a lengthy track, is part of the mix. And
Yeah,
that's where Christian Woman comes into play because Christian Woman has kind of like an interlude, I guess you could say, in the middle of it where it kind of switches flows, it switches the sound of the song
like
entirely,
it switches that
and
to
then also
that
kind of
acoustic
goes back.
sound.
Yeah, yeah, and then also at the very end, the
Jesus
vocalist
Christ
is
looks
singing
like
about how
me.
he looks like Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that's one of my
so it
favorite.
kind of comes in like three parts, I guess you could say.
Right, and see, that's one of my favorite songs on that. Well, adding to Christian Woman, that is absolutely one of my favorite things on that record is Jesus Christ Looks Like Me. I absolutely love it.
It was awesome. Either way, so yeah, I noticed Bonk say in the chat it's a 10. Nah, first song not fun. Well, I mean the first song isn't really a song if you think about it. It's just kind of a woman making suggestive sounds. So that's why I'm not a fan of it because it ain't got instrumentation, baby. Um,
Well, it
but
it
then
kind of does, but that's neither here nor there.
it's the type of instrumentation you like.
Well,
So the next
yeah.
song is Black Number One. This one was yet another banger. Like, so if we look at this consecutively, we've got Machine Screw, obviously like an introduction song. Wasn't a fan of it at all. Christian Woman, top tier, probably one of the best typo songs I've ever heard. And then followed by Bloom. It's brilliant. I like this song as well, and the way it sounds, the way it plays, it comes really, really nicely after Christian Woman, which is why I like the way I've ordered here. it not only makes sense, but it gives you two fantastic songs right next to each other. And I like this song a lot. I don't know what your opinion is on it, Widows.
Oh, what Black Number One? Oh man,
Yeah.
um, dude, that was the very first Typo song that I ever heard. And that, and of course, as I've said many times, I have I have a massive goth girl fetish, and so
Yeah, no shit.
uh, now you see why. Um, but yeah, that uh, and actually that was one of the first songs that I actually learned to play on the drums by them. And like back in the day when me and one of my and me and a bunch of my friends, like, we used to jam together, that was one song that we all knew. And like we could well, I could play it in, like, they knew it, like, as far as like bass, like bass wise, and most of the guitar, but I knew that whole fucking song on the drums, and that was so much fun to play. um but yeah, that's there's actually music videos by Typo for Christian Woman and Black Number One.
Yeah. I'll probably have to check them out. If you send me a link, I'll definitely watch them.
Oh,
But dude, my god,
I'll definitely send them to you.
dude, Black Number One was it was awesome. So to start off, you've kind of got the bass line in the beginning. Fucking hell, that was amazing. I like the kind of the quiet bass, and then obviously you've got the vocals in there as well. When the drums come in, that's beautiful. And then obviously the song comes into full swing, and I'm really good at getting songs into full swing. Like when the main kind of meat of the song comes around, they're really fucking good at nailing that. And that is one thing that Black Number One does really well.
Now, interesting thing about Typo. Now you've listened to Bloody Kisses, and you've listened to October Rust. Those are two completely different drummers.
Really?
The only
Holy shit! I would have never realized.
the only consistent members of that band have been Peter Steele, Josh Silver, and Kenny Hickey. They had a guy named Sal who was playing drums on, I believe he was on Slow Deep and Hard, Origin of the Feces, and he was on Bloody Kisses. He left the band. They got a cat named Johnny Kelly, and Johnny Kelly played with them until they were taking a break, and then Peter Steele died, sadly, and so we won't ever have Typo Negative, like, ever again, because you cannot have Typo Negative without Peter Steele and that voice. So, but yeah, it's two completely different drummers.
Yeah, I never knew that. I honestly never knew that. Um, Honestly, you brought up October Rust. I think I'd rank October Rust higher now. I don't know why, because I did go back and listen to it. I'd probably like it even more that I listen to it again. Um, I don't know what I'd give it. It'd probably be less than what I'd give Bloody Kisses, because overall I think Bloody Kisses is better than October Rust.
Well,
But
hello, Miss Raz. Good to see you here. We are just having some fun doing Wanderer's music review. Well, oh, sorry about that. Go ahead. No,
I
you
don't
gave
know.
October Rust like a 9.
Honestly, I think I would either give it a 9.5 or a 10.
Oh,
Because honestly, yeah, I'd up it because I've listened to Typo quite a lot since you sent me October Rust. I have listened to I want to say Wolf Moon. I've listened to Love You to Death, Green Man, Die With Me. I've listened to them like over and over and over and over, and every single time they come on, I'm like, fuck yes, typo. And I feel like that type of song, that type of vibe you get when that song comes on, like that really warm feeling that you're like, thank fuck, a song that I really can kick ass to. That type of song and that type of album deserves a really, really, really high score, because not many albums nowadays, whether you're looking at what rap, whether you're looking at rock, metal, indie, not many albums have that effect nowadays. And to have that
That's
effect is a
very true.
really kind of special. That's a special feeling. I think the last album that I really, really have that connection to is probably Drunk by Thundercat. That is probably my all-time favorite album, and that gets an 11. But yeah, I'd probably rank October Rust a little bit higher, maybe a 9.5. I don't want to give it a 10 because Bloody Kisses needs a 10, and I don't want to necessarily put them on the same page because, you know, it's typo,
Right.
but they're both very, very close in how much I like them. Oh yeah, Scud's right there actually. Remo Drive have had a bit of an issue with drummers in the past. The guy on
I don't,
Greatest Hits is different to the guy later on.
oh, interesting.
Guy who did the drums in Greatest Hits, so fucking that was awesome. I love Greatest Hits. Speaking of which, Greatest Hits is one of those albums for me where like I continually go back to it, you know, and listen to it over and over and over. And there's obviously really, really awesome songs in there that whenever they come on, I'm just like, thank fuck. That's an awesome feeling.
Indeed.
So I think we're getting a little sidetracked here, but Faye, I don't know how to say this, but Faye Way, Come Out and Play. That's the next song. I don't think I was really a big fan of this one.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
the tribal yum yum eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Yeah, the whole
yeah,
tribal
I
thing.
think what was it? I feel like this one was. Yeah, that one's only like a minute long. So I guess for typo, that's kind of like a little bit of an interlude into what comes next.
Yeah,
So I'm not really going to talk about that much. It's not something I'm really a big fan of in the album. Like the little interludes and stuff, the really weird interludes, it kind of breaks up that feeling that I was looking for. But I mean, it doesn't take away from the album's greatness whatsoever, in my opinion. So then we have Kill All the White People.
I love
Jesus,
that. I love it. I
I
love it.
wasn't expecting this for typo. Like that's like, oh my god, that hits hard. It's an awesome track. Holy shit. Yeah, that's
I, yeah, I mean, I like how it comes in. It's like kill all you white people. I'm like, first I remember the first time I heard it, and I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? And then like the song just kept going, and then the break in the song came in with that just little guitar interlude by itself, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm good. So
it's all settled now. It's all done.
yeah, yeah. The guitar forgives everything.
Dude, yeah, I was like, am I listening to typo negative right now, or is this like some really aggressive metal band or something? It was it's a good it's a good song, but it really catches you off guard.
It does. It
Um,
does.
Summer Breeze,
Now,
amazing
now
track.
before you actually get onto that one, that is actually a cover.
It's a cover. Oh, so
It's
kind
a
of like
cover.
what Planet Caravan was.
Yes. Typo covered on Bloody Kisses and October Rust. They did a cover. I think they did maybe one cover on most of their records, if I'm not mistaken. But on the October Rust album, the song Cinnamon Girl was a cover.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Cinnamon Girl was Cinnamon Girl was originally done by was actually done by uh, a band called Crazy Horse. Or actually, no, it was
Crazy Horse.
Neil Young. No, it was Neil Young who did Cinnamon Girl. So they covered Cinnamon Girl on October Rust, and then they covered Summer Breeze on Bloody Kisses, which was originally done by the Isley Brothers.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah, Summer Breeze is a pretty good track. I would say I didn't like it as much as I did Christian Woman in Black #1, but Summer Breeze is up there definitely. Um,
Actually, no, it was Seals and Croft who did it. It was originally released in 1972.
oh, I see. And then immediately after Summer Breeze, there's Set Me on Fire. Awesome
She
track.
sets me on fire.
I
Yeah.
like that one more than coming off the back of Summer Breeze. Summer Breeze, I like Set Me on Fire more than I do Summer Breeze, because Set Me on Fire, it just has that really awesome. I don't know how you'd like describe it. It's just the two songs fit really, really well together. Like they almost feel like they're coming off each other. Like one's a part two to the other.
That's one thing I really liked about the Bloody Kisses record is because all of the songs, regardless of like how weird you may think they are or anything like that, they all transition like really, really well together.
It's like, yeah, um, it's great for those who like to listen to albums as like a consecutive kind of thing. So if you just sit down and listen to an album, or you like to take parts of that album, just listen to like say one song or something like that. It's good for both sides, and that's a feature that as a band you really kind of want to have, because people can enjoy an album as a consecutive kind of thing, or they can enjoy parts of it. And to cater to both audiences like that is it's a good thing to do. And let's just say you kind of you're dropping the ball on something if you ain't making an album that isn't not only consecutive but also you can take songs out of there and just listen to them.
Right.
So then we have Dark Side of the Womb. That was another one that was just kind of like, yeah, what?
Yeah, it was an interlude, yeah.
Yeah. I think most, if not all of the interludes on Bloody Kisses are kind of just like, yeah, what the fuck moments. Like that's kind of what I felt like listening to Fay come out to play and Dark Side of the Womb. And then there was also another one that I thought was just scary. Was that the one with the baby crying? Yeah, that's
Yes.
what the Dark Side of the Womb was just like, what am I listening to?
You were
Um,
listening to a baby cry.
then you have We Hit Everybody. I really don't like the start of this one because it's just it deafens you.
Oh yeah,
It deafens you in the beginning.
the feedback and everything.
Yeah,
We
it
hate
really
everyone.
reminds me. It reminds me of Kill All the White People. It has that same pattern, same kind of comedic break, I guess you could call it.
Oh yeah,
But then
I would agree with that.
yeah, it's like a somewhat I don't know if it's a comedic is like the right word for it, but that's the way I see it. It's funny to me. I don't know. Uh, a farm. Wait, holy shit! Do we have company over? Wait, I hear my uncle's voice downstairs. I think that's illegal. Um, but yeah, a death in the family, bloody amazing. This was a brilliant song,
Oh, that
and
one was oh That was Christmas morning, I think. No, I know the song you're talking about. I'm trying to place it on the record.
It's
Okay, no. I'm thinking of the wrong song. Never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong song. I was thinking about I was thinking about I was thinking about Red Water, Christmas Morning. That's the one I was thinking about.
wait, is that on? I don't think that's on Bloody Kisses, is it?
No, that was on October Rust.
Oh
I was
yeah.
thinking about the wrong album.
I mean, they're both badass albums, so I can see why you're getting them mixed up. I really like the typo effect. It's something I've dubbed the typo effect because it's when you have a really kind of, I suppose, a typo negative, aesthetically kind of pleasing album cover, say with the blacks with the greens
Hmm.
and shit like that, and then you mix it in with the really kind of, I'd almost call it a wavy guitar and drums, with
Oh yeah.
the somewhat ambient kind of choir and throw in a bit of organ, I guess. That's the typo effect, in my opinion. And I wish we had more typo style like music. And my dog is barking outside. Why is Bobby going crazy? Damn it, Bobby! Um,
What you listening to, son?
he's listening to other dogs bark and he's going insane. So yeah, 3.0.I.F. I think that was another interlude because I don't really
Yeah.
remember it much. Um, but late Frozen, awesome track,
Oh.
fucking amazing, dude.
Oh yeah, I love that that midsection where it's kind of like that it sounds like the I think it's actually Kenny Hickey, the guitar player who does the backing vocals on the actually him and Josh Silver do the keyboard player. They actually do backing vocals together, but Kenny does a lot of it too, a majority of it, and that's actually him singing on that, I believe. But it sounds like his voice is actually vibrating. It's really and it's really. Did you notice how wavy it was and everything like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
that's
too
one.
too late. It feels like a typo song, but at the same time, it feels different for a typo song. I feel like it's very kind of, it's got like somewhat of an tone,
Yeah,
which is something that you don't really expect with a typo song, and it makes it quite unique actually.
yeah, I'll give you that.
So then I'd say, in my opinion, the last like four songs on this, so from Too Late Frozen to Suspended in Dusk, they all blend together, and
Oh,
that's another effect.
suspended in dusk. So okay, so the version that you must have listened to was actually the digipack, because there was a version of that record that had suspended in dusk as an unreleased added to the record. And the only time that I ever saw that track on the actual record was on a digipack.
Mm.
I remember that because I at one point had the regular CD. Someone stole it, and then I went back later and bought the digipack, just like someone stole my October Rust, motherfucker.
Someone, wait, who keeps on stealing your goddamn typo stuff? What?
Dude, it's been years ago. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of to the point where before CDs and everything go it's extinct. I'm gonna have to go back and buy a few records on CD just for shits and giggles, as it were.
I want a
Um,
vinyl player. I really want a
I
vinyl player
have
so I can
actually
get.
I have a record player. I have a vinyl player.
I would love to get some of these albums I've listened to on vinyl. Um,
They're they're kind of hard to find on vinyl, but if you can, they're going to be really really expensive.
yeah,
Um Now, if you're going to like start a vinyl collection, my advice would be go with the classics, man. Uh, Fucking Motorhead and Black Sabbath and Kiss and David Bowie and um oh god, like even go a little bit further back into the 70s and pick up some stuff like Hall and Oates and even Grateful Dead. Like my record collection is actually pretty small. I'm still just kind of working on it here and there.
yeah.
Um, I've got let's since I'm on my Chromebook and I can be mobile and I actually need to stand up because my knee is screaming at me at the moment. Um, let's see. So so we got through all the tracks on Bloody Kisses. So are you dubbing Bloody Kisses and October Rust your two tens, your two official tens?
I think no, because I gave Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats a 10.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay. So we are on our third 10.
So yeah, the three tens go to Typo again, and Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. They have been my top three like favorite albums that you've given me, and we'll have to like do some sort of like yearly roundup of this stuff at the end of the year, where I go through each and
We'll,
every one of the albums again and just talk about which ones I'd put over the other and stuff.
we'll make sure that you save all your notes and everything. So
Hell yeah.
my vinyl collection consists of Paranoid by Black Sabbath, not a reprint. I have story songs of the trains and rivers by Johnny Cash and the Tennessee Two, which is a record that he actually recorded on Sun Records out of Memphis, Tennessee. I have Blues for Allah by the Grateful Dead, which incidentally, if you ever get, it's probably not going to be your cup of tea, but if you ever decide that you're going to check out the Grateful Dead, which I highly recommend, only listen, and this goes for anyone who's listening right now, only listen from 1967 to 1981, because after 1981, it gets really bad. And that's no shit. I have Decades of Aggression, which is a double live Slayer album from 1991, and I have Crazy Nights from Kiss, and this is Kiss without the makeup. I'm a huge Kiss fan. I absolutely love that band, but I like them more with the makeup than without the makeup. Going without the makeup was a mistake. Um, because we got some great fucking records from Kiss when they had the makeup on. We had, Dress to Kill and Love Gun and Destroyer and all that shit. So, all right. So we now have officially 3 tens for the album review. We have Bloodlust from Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. Uh, October Rust from Typo Negative, which got bumped up from a 9 or 9.5 to a 10, and Bloody Kisses from October Rust. Now, the moment that I have been waiting for, which I'm very, very nervous to hear this review. Let's hear Anima.
All right, so I really like the song Stinkfist. I think I thought I'd let you know. What are your opinions on Stinkfist?
That was actually okay. I'm not really gonna. If you really knew what that, if you actually knew what that song was about, um,
I wouldn't like it anymore.
no, well, I mean, you could probably still like it, but you would just look at it differently. um,
Oh,
but that that was the very first single from that record that was ever released, and when they actually released the song and actually released a video for the song, which the video is really cool. MTV would not run the title Stinkfist, so they had to. If you watch the music video, and like if you ever find like one that has like the old like the MTV like Tool artist and record company and all that shit. Um, um, they would only run it under the title track number one. They wouldn't run the
really?
actual title Stinkfist. No. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I've just looked that up. That's kind of awful. Um,
Did you really just look up what the song is about?
well, I mean, I looked up. Yeah, I looked up what the meaning of stinkfist was. So
Well,
yeah, that's
I
not
mean,
that's not gonna look good on my search history. But the Google foo did not pay off this time.
all right. So let's. But no. Oh man. Yeah, Stinkfist. Oh, I do love that. I do love. I mean, I'm just an all around Tool fan as it is. So
Yeah, yeah. I probably honestly that eulogy 46 and 2. They're probably Third Eye as well. They're probably my favorite tracks. So eulogy was brilliant. Like I really like kind of the style I go for in the beginning before breaking anything a little bit greater. That's something I really like.
well now,
Sorry,
yeah, and
I'm a little bit dehydrated.
now, incidentally, that the tapping that you hear at the very beginning of that song, because it's dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun,
Yeah,
dun-dun-dun-dun, that if you on a guitar where you have the tuning knobs and everything, and where the strings actually tie on to the guitar, or
it's
where
called
you actually,
plucking.
yeah, that's what he's doing. That's where he's playing that. That's where Adam Jones is actually playing that. Is he's plucking
Yeah,
right there near the tuning knobs.
I played guitar from probably the age of around 8 until 16. So I know my way around a guitar. I'm just not very good at playing it.
Well, pardon me, all to hell.
But yeah, I know about plugging like the top strings to the top of the I suppose the neck of the guitar, I guess you could call it, where all the chords are and stuff. Well, they're not called chords, but you know what I mean.
Right,
Fuck,
but I mean
I
that.
forgot all my guitar talk. So
But no, I mean, he's basically just plucking up there. Like he's not even on the neck of the guitar. Like I mean, he's not even anywhere near like the actual bridges or anything like that. It's just directly up there, right where the where you tie the strings in, or where you put the strings into, and then start to tune it. It's all plucking like right up there at the top.
yeah, but yeah, eulogy. It's rather simplistic, but at the same time, that simplicity is it's what shines in its beauty. Like it's a really nice song, and when it gets into things, I think the vocals as well, they have kind of like a cool effect on them. Makes it sound like a World War II mic. It's kind of awesome. Um,
He's actually
and
doing that through a
then
bullhorn.
no way.
Yeah. If you look them up, if you look them up live, Maynard James Keenan, their front guy, he there are some songs he actually like has. Uh, he does vocals through a bullhorn.
That's awesome. I don't know. I don't know any other artist that does that. So the next song after Eulogy is called H with a full stop, kind of like that meme from a while back, which was just a single letter.
Yeah.
The start of this song is it's like kind of like a drowned out, I guess you could say. It's very kind of dissolved, liquidated. The guitar sounds like it's dying slowly. I like that effect. And as the song goes on, it gets better and better. So I gotta say, H is probably up there with another favorite of mine. The first three songs, all three of them have already got like a good kind of view from me. However, I wasn't too much of a fan of Useful Idiot. I won't lie. I wasn't too much of a fan of that one. I think that was because I think Useful Idiot is kind of more like an interlude type situation. I noticed there was a lot of kind of ambience, similar to what Typo do, but probably on a larger scale.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Oh,
they have a lot of
useful idiot was just an interlude.
yeah, that's kind of what I mean. They have like a lot of ambient interludes which basically don't have much substance to them apart from being, you know, kind of there as I suppose you could call it filler. And they somewhat fit in with the pattern, but like with the kind of style that the album goes for, but at the same time they're rather unnecessary. And in my opinion, I feel like interludes like that kind of ruin the flow of the album sometimes. But
Honestly, and I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that because and the reason that I'm going to have to disagree with you on that is because if you look at really how a lot of interludes are done, it's going to be more for it's going to be more for like ambiance, really. Um, because take a look at take a look at the take a look at like the interludes on Bloody Kisses. Um, all right, that's interesting. Um, like the interludes are basically I think they're a way to set up how just the next song is going to be kind of like it's not necessarily going to follow the pattern of the next song, but it's going to kind of show you where it's going to go in a way. So
yeah,
I have to you know, some interludes can be a little misleading and a little unnecessary, but a majority of the time they work out really really well. And the interludes on Anima are really they fit perfectly.
I gotta say that let me find it. There was an album by the rapper Logic that was released in around 2016 called Bobby Tarantino. I'd say that
Damn it,
it's pretty
Bobby.
solid. It's a pretty solid album. But the first song, which is meant, I suppose it acts more of an introduction than it does an interlude or something like that, kind of leading you on to the next song. There's a song called Flexecution, which is one of Logic's most well-known songs, and it's pretty good bop actually. But Illuminatro is basically the sort of opening thing, I suppose you could say, for that song. And I think that it does it really well. It gives a different kind of perspective on the song, whilst also staying true to the latter half of the song, which is more melodical. It's more kind of sad in its tone. It's like, and oh, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, it's been a hell of a ride. Like it's so, it's so good, and it keeps that kind of pattern before jumping into the actual flow of the instrumental, and it just does a really good job as somewhat of an interlude and an introduction. So I think that's a good
Right.
example to use there.
Right.
So 46 and 2, this song was awesome.
The fucking bass
In the
line.
beginning, yeah, the start of the song, like as soon as I heard it, I was sitting in a class on like Friday, and this come on, this like came on in my headphones. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Because I listened to the Tool one pretty late on, because I was kind of captivated. I spent most of my Wednesday and Thursday listening to Bloody Kisses, and I think it was from Monday and Tuesday, I spent that listening to CKY. So I split it up into kind of 2 days each, but kind of get myself a little bit extra on Anima, because I wanted to make sure that I had my feelings fully realized, so that I wasn't kind of misleading you with an opinion that can easily be swayed. But 46 and 2, I believe this is one of the more popular ones. Yeah, 46 and 2 is ranked 4th out of that popular 5 songs on Spotify, and I can see why. 46 and 2 it's a wonderful song. And then
Now interesting interesting thing about 46 and 2, that's actually a reference to genetics, chromosomes.
yeah, because don't you get
You get
there's 23
a
chromosomes.
male gets
It's 46 in the PP.
males get 46, but in genetically, in order for a female, they have 2 extra chromosomes. So 46 and 2. There you go.
I didn't know that. I've only just figured that out, actually. Holy shit.
46 and 2, just ahead of me.
Then we have a message to Harry Manbach. I believe this is also another kind of interlude song.
Interlude, yeah.
It's a good one at that. I really like the piano in this song. It's wonderful.
Oh, yeah, did okay, well I'll mention that when we get to the end of the record. But yeah, that piano with just that like phone call style, that phone call style vocal talk kind of thing over it was really really good.
Yeah. So immediately after we have this interlude, we have Hooker with a Penis. I hate the song title. I like the song itself.
Dude, come on. The song title is brilliant.
It's funny. But yeah, like, it's another awesome sounding track. I can't really compare it to 46 and 2. I feel like 46 and 2 is more lively, I guess you could say.
Hey, what's
but
up, K-Dog? Welcome, man. It's been a while since you've been here. Good
yeah,
to see
by
you,
the
my
way,
friend.
welcome Jonas. By the way, Jonas is from my end of the pond. Welcome, man. And also, hello, K-Dog. I don't think we've interacted before, but hello.
I was just about to ask if anyone knew Jonas when he popped in here.
I believe he's close friends with Sterno. He might be, actually. I don't know. He
Well,
has some sort of connection to Sterno. I know that.
well, any friend of Sterno's is a friend of ours, so I mean he's more than welcome here.
Apart from when he's trying to invade.
Do what?
Apart from when Sterno's trying to invade the Sanctum.
You're good, K-Dog. It's good to see you here, my friend. We're just doing our album review right now. Well, Wanderer is. We are talking about Anima from Tool. This was the first Tool album that Wanderer has ever listened to. So right now we are on. You were talking about Hooker with a Penis.
Yeah, terrible song title in my opinion, but honestly, I really like the song. It's like a melodical standpoint, from a guitar standpoint, vocals, everything about the song was great. But the one thing that knocks it down, in my opinion, is the fact that I'm gonna have a song on my playlist now called "Huggle with a Penis," and that's not gonna look good if my friends look through that. They're like, "Yo, why are you listening to this song?" I was like, "It's a good song, man. It's a good song." Let me see. I'll have to look through that. The most incriminating song titles in my playlist. I've got a couple. Then we have an intermission. There's not really
Oh
much I
yeah,
can say about an intermission.
the organ, no, that wasn't the organ. No, it
Yeah, it's kind
is.
of like a oh fuck, I dropped
It's like
something.
real. It's like real like carnival esque and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like something you'd hear at the circus. Clown
yeah,
World, everybody.
yeah.
Then we have Jimmy. Jimmy's another really awesome one, and this one sounds a little bit closer to what 46 and 2 was.
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, it shares similarities with like the whole style of the album in general. And Jimmy's another awesome track. I'd say I like it less than I do 46 and 2, Eulogy, Stinkfist, and Hook with a Penis, I'd say. But it's a good track nonetheless, in my opinion. I don't think I liked The Eye of Von Satan. I don't think I liked that one
That
much.
that was the one I was telling you about.
Yeah. I vaguely remember you telling me about it, but I don't really
Because
remember
remember I was
much.
telling you that the whole thing was in German, and it was a recipe for cookies.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
That's what
I'll
that
have to
track
send this
was
to Peanut.
because because um because at the very end of it you hear him repeat one of the main lines that you hear them repeat throughout that whole thing is "und keine Eier," which if I'm not mistaken means like "and no eggs," like "add no eggs" or something like that. um but yeah, that's one thing that you hear like repeated, um like throughout that whole thing. But it's really I've always kind of found it very entertaining to listen to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those typo interludes. Like kill all white people.
Und keine Eier.
Except more comedic because it's a recipe in German.
Exactly. But I think the reason that I think that's one reason, like they wanted to throw people off, because when they do it in German and it's got that whole like, that whole like crowd aesthetic to it and everything, it sounds like more evil and more sinister, and it's just a cookie recipe is all it is.
But yeah, Push It. I thought Push It was alright. It better as time goes on. Song length,
Are you there?
but it's a pretty awesome song when you get to. Oh, I'm here. Am I getting issues?
You were roboting for a minute.
Fuck. Am I better now?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Well, Push It gets better around the 2 minute mark, in my opinion, but it's a pretty damn long song. It's around 9 minutes, so not really my cup of tea, lengthwise, but it's a good song nonetheless, in my opinion. So then after that we have, I can't really remember this one much. Cesaro Summer Ability. I believe this might be another interlude because it's very short. Yeah, it's definitely
That's
another
an
interlude.
interlude.
Then we have the actual song Onome, and
Oh,
it was around 6 minutes. I take it this is one of your favorite ones.
yeah. And then that guitar comes in. Um, you got to do like the song says, man. You got to learn to swim.
Oh, I learned a while ago actually. I learned when I was like what, 7?
Smart ass.
Yeah, that's right. My friend
But
does
one of
that
my
to me in school all the time, and I don't like it.
but honestly, my I love the whole song, but my favorite line in the song, it says "fuck L. Ron Hubbard and fuck all his clones," um, which fucking a man, fuck that fucking bullshit. Um, yeah, fuck L. Ron Hubbard, fuck all his clones, fuck all these gun-toting hip gangster wannabes.
So then
Like,
after we have the song Anima, there's just Ions, and
mhm.
Ions is weird. Ions just came on in my lesson. I was like, what the fuck? Am I
Oh,
in the electrical room right now?
were you in class when you were listening to that one?
Basically, the way I did it was I spent most of my Saturday listening to this on its own, and then also spent the Friday from the journey there, the journey home, listening to it. And I listened to it a bit in the lesson when the teacher wasn't teaching us. I did the same with CKY. And then also, I think I did the same with Bloody Kisses, but I got a little bit better with the Bloody Kisses one because Bloody Kisses is on the way to my master class, which doesn't start until like what, 11 in the morning. So I had a lot of time to kind of wake up, get ready, start the album. But whereas with I believe yeah, on Fridays I'm in at 9 o'clock, so it's and I need to wake up at like 7 just to get there, which fucking sucks. But yeah, Ions is weird. Then we have Third Eye. Is a pretty damn good track.
Now, interesting thing about this. Now, when you listen to it, you you heard you heard the guy speaking. Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that is a gentleman by the name of Bill Hicks. Uh, Bill Hicks was a comedian. Um, and Bill Hicks was a comedian. And he and the guys in Tool are really big fans of his, and Bill Hicks passed away several years ago. But I love that they sampled that in there. And for those of you who haven't heard it, I'm sure a bunch of you have, but he's basically saying, he's like, I think drugs have done some good things for us. I really do. And if you don't think drugs have done some good things for us, do me a favor. Go home tonight, take all your albums, all your tapes, and all your CDs and burn them. Because all those great musicians that it's made all this awesome music that's enhanced your lives throughout the years, real fucking high on drugs. And I mean, he's right. Um, but I think that was I mean, and yes, that's like a 13-minute track altogether, but
Yeah.
it's so fitting because that's exactly how I've always felt about music and drugs and things like that. If you don't think that drugs have had an influence on music whatsoever, you need to take all your records, tapes, and CDs and all that shit, and you need to burn them because you're a fucking retard if you don't think that. So,
Oh my god, where else got based?
well, I mean, it's true. I mean, look at fucking Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, one of the most masterful guitar players to ever grace fucking music, used to play guitar while he was live, while he was tripping on LSD. um, Lemmy from Motorhead was a
Do
fucking
you think
speed.
Primus is on?
Huh?
Do you think Primus is on crack?
No, I don't. Um, probably a lot of pot. Probably a lot of pot, but not crack. But I mean, look at Lemmy from Motorhead. Lemmy from Motorhead was a goddamn speed freak. Was like into amphetamines and all that shit. Lane Staley and Mike Starr from Alice in Chains. They were both into heroin. Kurt Cobain from Nirvana was into heroin. I mean, drugs have had and I'm not advocating using drugs to make music, but drugs have had an impact, a massive impact on that. And so Bill Hicks hit the nail on the head, and that's one thing that just kind of, pisses me off about people who like to downplay, especially especially like rock and metal and all of this other kind of shit. It's like, well, they're just all a bunch of drug addicts and all this other kind of shit, and be like, okay, um, you listen to, like you like Johnny Cash. Um, Johnny Cash was into opiates. He was into painkillers and alcohol. Um, fucking Elvis Presley was the same way. He was into pills and all of that shit. Willie Nelson is a fucking pothead, you know. So yeah, so take all that shit that you're talking about,
An
weed bands
alcohol
and
ban. I
alcohol
feel like that
bands.
would just be. I feel like an alcohol ban would just be slurring like words,
Actually, no.
and
Metallica, they were a band that was not into drugs. They just really liked to drink. And like like they were always like, beer and vodka and whiskey and all that other kind of shit. They were a band that just wanted to drink. That's all they wanted to do. Dave Mustaine from Megadeth was the same way. And I'm not really a Megadeth fan, but a lot of those earlier metal bands from like the thrash era, like in the 80s when all that glam rock shit was making its way out and thrash was kind of taking over. A lot of those bands were just really into booze. Like I said,
yeah.
Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, like all those guys, they were just really, really into booze.
Okay, so my overall thoughts on anime.
It's a good thing I'm sitting down right now.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I can live with that.
Reason is
I can live with that. Okay. And before you give me your reason, let me kind of reiterate. I can live with that because, like I said, this is a record. Anima is a record, a good record of theirs to cut your teeth on if you have not listened to Tool previously. So I can respect your 8.5. I know a lot of it has to do with the interludes and the title of Hooker with a Penis. So, um, honestly, what I think you should do is I think you should make a playlist for one of your friends. Just pick one of your friends at random and just make a playlist of like obscure, like of songs that have the most obscure title names, and put that one in there and just send it to them.
what about like just the most weird songs I've ever heard as well? So there would have to be some 100 gex in there. One Paris song we don't talk about. Mr. Crinkle.
Really, really. Okay,
But
you can.
good friends of the bottle of pills will be in there for sure. Talking about I fucked you in half and shit.
I really, really wish you would get over this hang up that you have about good friends and a bottle of pills.
It's just funny to me.
Yes, I am aware. I am aware. All right, so 8.5. Let's hear the reason.
So the reason is it wasn't my favorite, but it like wasn't like an album I hated either. I enjoyed a lot of the songs thoroughly, and some of it even made it into my playlist. Um, it was very very ambient. Way too many interludes for my liking. Um, but in my opinion, that kind of highlighted some of the greatest songs on the album a little bit better. But also, yeah, I just didn't. I didn't think it was a bad album per se, but it definitely wasn't like a Bloody Kisses type of uh rating for me, in my opinion. I liked Bloody Kisses more than I did Tool, but that's not because of like a bias or anything. It's just stylistically speaking.
Well, all right. Like I said, I can live with an 8.5 for Tool. I can live with that. So what we're gonna do now? Let me give me 1 second. All right. So I've hit. So your upcoming homework assignment is we're dipping. We're gonna dip into three different. I'm having a little trouble getting this one together, and I've got two of them for sure. Just the third one I'm not 100% on. Um, but I'm gonna actually, you know what? Because I know this one may put you off just a little bit, but you probably really like the music. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna hold off on that one, and I am going to send you your very first instrumental album.
I might enjoy this one actually.
So so no vocals, just just some good old jamming. So if you will check your DMs on Discord, we're going to go ahead and we'll announce your homework for Sunday.
So we have another Tool album. First off, Lateralis, which was from
Now, this is the album that I
2001.
refer to as I refer to this album as the Holy of Holies, or the Sanctum Sanctorum of Tool records, because now that you have cut your teeth on Tool and you see that they are very different, very creative, um, very technical and everything like that. This record right here, like I love everything that Tool has done, but this record right here, this one will, I guarantee you, this one will blow your mind, because this one, this record has, I've literally heard this record be called the building of Solomon's temple in sound, because one thing in esoteric philosophy, and even in the story of the building of the temple itself, there was heard no tool of iron during the building of Solomon's temple. So it's basically like the temple was almost being built in silence. So this record has actually been called the building of Solomon's temple in sound. So
I'm
so
excited
this
to listen to it actually.
so this one is going to throw you for a loop.
So the next album that we have is, thank fuck, by the way. I've been wanting to get back into Pantera. The Great Southern Trendkill. I've been itching because me and my buddy, because I've got a friend at school, college, and I recently found out that he, like Dr. Cyrus Oblivion, listens to Steel Panther. So they have something in common. He likes listening to Metallica. He also is a big fan of Pantera. So I spoke to him a lot about Pantera recently. I don't think he's not jumped in very far. I think he's listened to Cowboys from Hell, Vulgar Display of Power. He might have listened to I think he has listened to Far Beyond Driven, because me and him both say that we like 5 Minutes Alone. And
I bet he
I
likes
don't
good
know if
friends
he's
and a bottle of pills.
probably. I don't know. I'll ask him. I'll ask him. I will ask him this. But yeah, I don't know if he's listened to this one. So we might be able to, like, I don't know, just like chill one time when we're not busy at college and just listen to this album together and formulate a joint opinion, actually,
Now, well, now
which
this
could be interesting.
now this record. Now, as far as this record goes, this was. It's like I've said before, and as you've been going through these records, Cowboys from Hell, VDOP, Vulgar Display, or no, I just said VDOP, Far Beyond Driven. if you've noticed, sound and tone wise, the albums have like steadily been getting heavier.
Yeah.
This one, I've actually started to send you their live album. That they had the Pantera does have a live album called 101 Proof Live that is absolutely one of the most and I'm not really crazy about live albums, but
Yeah,
this
I'm
one,
I'm in agreement there.
oh no, this one, their live album is fucking insane and it is amazing. It is absolutely incredible. And it's all songs that well, now that you're going to get in hear Trend Kill um later on, I can, I'll get that one to you and let you check it out. But this one is a lot darker. This album right here is very, very dark, but it's heavy as fuck. But it's very dark because right around this time was when Phil Anselmo was really getting bad into heroin, and you can the like just how deep, like just how dark the I mean, there it has some moments on it. Of course, Dimebag's guitar work is going to, on this record especially, like a lot of the solos and everything are going to just punch you right in the fucking balls. But yeah, this one was like a very, very dark record. So it's definitely worth. I'm pumped for you to listen to Lateralis, and I'm pumped for you to listen to Trendkill. I had a feeling that it was about. Hang on, what's Bonk said? I don't know. I like the DIY sound as it is, and live tracks just amplify that. That's very, very true, but not all live albums can really kind of deliver, if that makes sense. Like, I've heard very few live records that have actually, because I've seen bands live that sound great on a record, but they are dog shit live. Um, and it's very disappointing, because it's not that you want to, it's not that it makes you want to stop listening to them. It's just that you don't want to put yourself through a live show unless, like, said band is opening for a better band or something like that. But yeah, but this record, I think will really, if you haven't become like a full on straight up Pantera fan by now, which, I mean, it sounds like you have, I think this one will cement that. I think
Yeah,
it'll pretty much set it in stone.
I'm excited to listen to it honestly. And by the way, Bonk in chat says he likes a more DIY sound. I'd say I interpret that as if he likes some more rough sounding albums. I'd say that Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, their album, fuck, what was it called again? I
Bloodlust.
forgot what it was called. Bloodlust, that's the one. That album sounded great, and it does kind of retain that sort of feel, the sound that Bonk's after. So definitely, Bonk, if you're looking for something like that, definitely check out Uncle Acid, because that
Oh
was an
yeah.
awesome album.
Oh, now, I
And
mean, the stuff that they've done past Bloodlust, from what I've listened to, is awesome. Their Night Ripper album is insane. I actually, they were on tour, and this was something I meant to mention to Dumbkey when he was on the show Saturday, because we got to talking about Merciful Fate and King Diamond.
yeah,
Um, Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats actually opened for him, and I wanted to go see that fucking tour so bad. I'm like King Diamond and Uncle Acid is opening for him. Yeah, I definitely would love to see King Diamond live. That would be cool, but I'm mostly going to be there for Uncle Acid. So, but yeah, this record, this Pantera record, and I've been kind of getting the feeling in the back of my mind. I'm just kind of like, the man is probably itching for another Pantera record right now, and I thought that now would be a good time to get Trendkill to you and let you hear it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right off the bat before you even listen to any of it. That first track, like as soon as you start the record, it's going to come in and it's going to hit you like a battering ram. I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
Damn.
So I mean, and that's really all I'm going to say.
I'm kind of excited to listen to it a lot now. The you've spoken very highly of the Tool album you sent me, and now also Pantera as well. So I'm rather excited to listen to them. And the last one you said is an instrumental album called Heavy
Yes.
Trip,
This is a
self-titled.
Yes, this is a band that I had never heard of until about maybe 2 months ago. This is the only record that they've done, and this is a straight up no vocal, just grooving ass jam record. It's exactly what this is, and I think Dumpke would really like it. I need to send that to him, um, so he can listen to it. And before we go on about the Heavy Trip record, did you listen to his to that track he posted, the Incomprehensible Wisdom?
His track was fucking awesome.
It was fucking amazing. Oh my god! Like I
Donkey's
was
got
with
talent, dude.
He does, man. I was with Heretic actually and listening to it, and she just kind of looked over at me like, "What are you listening to?" And I told her, and she's like, "That's really good." And I'm like, "Dumpke is the fuck man," and the name of the project, Incomprehensible Wisdom. I'm just like, "What the fuck?" That sounds like some shit that I would come up with for like a band name or something like that. That just straight up sounds like something that I would come up with for like a band name. So Dumpke, when you come back and you listen to this, my friend, fucking bravo. Like
Bravo,
just
dude, man.
yeah, bravo, dude. You keep that shit up. You fucking keep that shit up. And um and if anyone who's in the chat right now is still watching or listening later, if you're a member of the Discord and you didn't make it today, go and check the Magic Music section that I opened up in the server and look for Incomprehensible Wisdom. That's Dumpke, and that's him. That's all him, and it is fucking phenomenal. So definitely show Dumpke some love, and he even says it in the Discord. He's open to criticism and everything like that. I had nothing bad to say. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was a fantastic track, and I can't wait to hear how he kind of changes up his flow for the next one that he releases, and kickflip into Incomprehensible Wisdom. That's awesome.
No,
Yeah,
no, it was kickflip into the ether. So we have to pick a different skateboard trick for this one. I would say
board slide gaining Incomprehensible Wisdom.
I was going to say maybe backside 50-50 into Incomprehensible Wisdom if we want to get like super technical with like the skate tricks and shit. But no, Heavy Trip, there's a channel on YouTube that I've nose grind. There you go. Nose grind into Incomprehensible Wisdom. There you go. there's a channel that I subscribe to called 666 Mr. Doom.
Yeah.
And I get notifications from this channel all the time. Like if you literally went and looked at my watched later list on YouTube, at one point there was barely anything in it, and then I subbed to this channel, and I've basically I have 134 unwatched videos in this in this
Oh my god.
in this thing. A lot of them I have saved to different lists, and I actually need to delete some of them. But like album titles and band names and stuff like that will just jump out at me from this channel. And Heavy Trip was one of them. And if you look at the album cover was what really got me too, because it's just that right hand and there's a mushroom growing out of it. And I'm like, okay, I already like this already, because I can already tell that it's going to have that real deep kind of psychedelic effect to it.
Yeah.
And I was over at Heretic's place, hanging out with her and her boyfriend, and he and I were playing Magic the Gathering, and I just saw it in my watch later, and I put it on, and the album is only like 38 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a really, really short record. So I've been debating on whether to send you a fourth one or not, but I don't want to overwhelm you with everything, because I know you've still got, huh?
I'd say by next episode, that's when you want to send me maybe 4, because I could probably work through 4 in the space of like a holiday, and next week's my week off.
Okay, I got you. But I find there's a band called Stone Rebel that I found, and they're just a straight up instrumental band. And like I said, band names and album titles are what really grabbed my attention. Like one is called Bad Magic. Another one is called Arsonists of Lucifer.
That sounds awesome.
Right. Let's
I
see.
like that.
Another one is called Skin of Our Teeth. Let's see. Another one is called let me just give you some examples of these band names and album titles. Arsonists of Lucifer. The album is called Prophecy of Hate. Oh no, wait, that's a black metal album. Never mind. From the 666 Mr. Doom. Bad Magic. The album is called. It's an EP called Superstition, and it came out this year. Let's see. There's another one called Smoke Witch, and it's called the Cobra Session. The Cobra Sessions. There's another one called Liquid Acid, and the album is called Divining Road. Another one's called Light Pillars, and it's a self-entitled album. I have found so much. Here's another good one: Acid Moon and the Pregnant Sun. Like I have found seriously so much fucking cool music just being subscribed to that one particular channel, and I haven't even gotten through all of it yet. So, but yeah,
That's awesome.
that Heavy Trip album, I'm going to tell you, man, it's going to blow you away. And like I said, there's no vocals. It's all jamming. And it's honestly, if you don't give that record a 10, I will be surprised. But if that whole record doesn't make it into your playlist, I will be absolutely shocked.
Well, I'll see. I mean, you never know.
But yeah, I'm glad that you're excited for the review for Sunday, because though and as a matter of fact, an interesting tidbit, especially about on the Lotta Rawless record. Um, the actual. Oh, that's right. Okay. All right, Bonk. Townsend was fucking awesome. That
Let's go.
I have got to I've got to listen to some more of their stuff, but I pulled them up on YouTube one morning while I was at work. I was about to get off work and I listened to the first track on the list that Wanderer sent to me. Um you did, yeah, you did send that list to me, didn't you?
I think I sent you a link to the
Or
Spotify
no,
and I
it may
sent
have
you a
been
link to
no,
the YouTube
no.
as well.
Actually, I think it may have been Bonk that sent it to me
All
because
right, I sent you
I
the
was
Spotify
sharp.
link, definitely.
No, he sent me a YouTube link. Actually, let me pull up that message.
That's probably
You're
for the
right.
summer movie.
Yeah, he sent me a YouTube link for it, and I got into the first song or two, and it's actually really fucking good. I absolutely enjoy it, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more from these guys. As a matter of, and you said that like those are friends of his or something, right?
Yeah, Bonk has some sort of relation to the band members, and he has a lot of inside info on stuff that's going on.
Oh
Like
well,
he
shit,
told me, yeah, he told me months before their new kind of EP came out. I guess you could call it songs about the weather, although it's got like two songs. He
yeah.
told me months before that that was happening, and then it came out like probably early October, late September. I want to say.
Man, honestly, I would love to find a way to get like some physical copies of that shit, like especially like demos and all of that. Yeah, but Townsend was awesome. Like what I have listened to from them, I have thoroughly enjoyed. Heart Attack, man, not so much. Um, it's interesting. I will give you that, but Heart Attack Man was just not really up my alley. Uh, but Remo Drive and Townsend, I have thoroughly enjoyed. I've enjoyed immensely.
Speaking of Remo, actually, I listened to that demo tape really recently. I
Mm,
fucking loved it. They need to make more stuff like that demo. And they have derived so much. I'd say the closest material that I've listened to that has any resemblance to the demo tape is probably Greatest Hits, because listening to Portrait of an Ugly Man, that is very different from where the demo tapes kind of went like a with a direction. It's more kind of loud, it's more crude, the vocals are more kind of shouty, the guitar is more messy. It sounds great. It sounds something that you'd really enjoy with us, so definitely check it out. I'll send you a link one time.
oh yeah, definitely send that to me. I would love to hear that. Um, but yeah, Heart Attack Man, I wasn't crazy about, but Townsend definitely. Townsend is definitely a band that I can definitely get behind. I would definitely, I would definitely buy their records if they had a t-shirt or a hoodie and like extra fat. I would totally buy it. So, but yeah, I would definitely show Townsend some love, for real.
They were
Um,
actually selling merch for some time. I think it'd be impossible for me to get some hands on some. It probably would be. I'd imagine it'd be local to wherever Bonk lives. They
yeah.
probably wouldn't do shipping. So
Well, Bonk, if you come across any if you come across any merch of theirs, and like like I said, I'm a pretty big dude, so if you come across any of their merch in like really big sizes, let me know. um, but but no, going back to Lateralis real quick. The song Lateralis. Now I'm not gonna um the song Lateralis itself. The timing, like the music timing, the vocal lines, and everything like that are all based on the Fibonacci sequence, which I'm sure you've heard of.
oh, Bobby,
Huh?
damn it, Bobby, you interrupting the show, Bobby. Hey, you
What are
Mister.
you What are you listening to, son?
He's got a bone in his mouth. Oh, he's on my bed now. Hey, get away from my work apron. Don't pee on that, please.
Um, but the song itself is based on the Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah.
And so the song itself literally forms a perfect spiral.
Wait, really?
Now, yes, like I said, the timing, the vocal line, everything like that. They're actually here's what I would suggest. Listen to the record. Like listen to the record for like get through the record and after you listen to it, do a search on Lateralus Fibonacci sequence. And there is a video, there are several videos on YouTube that play the song like in its entirety and break the song down according to its Fibonacci sequence connections. But the song itself literally forms a perfect spiral.
That sounds dope.
Now, here's the other thing. About 4 or 5 years ago, I actually took that song. I took the song Lateralis. I broke it down from an esoteric and Masonic standpoint, based on Masonic symbolism and teaching. I did a research paper on that, and it was published about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was all based. It was all based strictly on that one song. Yes.
That's awesome.
And not to and just for the record, I had the paper researched, written, and sent off to be edited in 48 hours.
Oh, sick. That's a really short time for him.
Yeah, and I only slept about 5.
Oh my Christ.
Maybe 43 hours, maybe 48, possibly altogether. So yeah, but I was very, very proud of that paper. And it got published. And I actually got a chance to it was either that one. No. It was it may have been that one, or it may have been the first one I had done. No, it was the first one I did, because that particular paper, the tool paper that I did, was the first paper that I had actually done since my dad passed away, and I actually dedicated that paper to him. So yeah, that getting doing the research on that paper and because I know the song backwards and forwards. But yeah, to do that paper and get it published and everything, that was really, really exciting. But yeah, just I'm if that I'm going to go ahead and say this now. If this album doesn't get at least a 9.5, if not a 10 from you, I will be shocked. And that's why I'm glad I'm sitting down when we do these music reviews, because if I were standing up, just walking around or cooking or something like that, it'd be like, I'd probably fall the fuck over. So, but yeah, you've definitely got three good ones to check out for Sunday.
Yeah, I can't wait to check them out. It's going to be a really fun time, and I can't wait to share my thoughts as well.
I'm already excited to hear it. Well, guys, we have been going for about 2.5 right now, and this is a bonus show, so what the hell. But I know that Mr. Wanderer has got school tomorrow and everything else like that, so we are going to go ahead and we are going to close and lock the Sanctum on the bonus show until Sunday. But we will be here, all three of us, myself, Wanderer, and Dr. Cyrus Oblivion. We will all be here we will all be here this Sunday when we will reconvene and reopen the Sanctum for our normal time and normal get together. Want to thank everyone for dropping by today. Heretic, Faith, Bonk, Sterno, Dumpy was here. I know K Dog. Thank you for popping in, Jonas. Thank you for popping in. Just really, really quick. Please come back and join us anytime. But guys, as I say every week, love seeing you guys. Love interacting with you. And Zabrak, thank you for coming in. Sorry you had to leave early, my man. But yeah, we love each and every single one of you, and your support means the world to us. And it's always a pleasure to see you all in here when we're doing the show. And like I said, today was, I wanted Wanderer to be able to get in here and do his review and relax a little bit and let off a little steam because like I said he's like he said he's been having a rough time and everything like that, and I certainly hope that this has helped him quite a bit. But yeah, we definitely look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday for our regular show. Wanderer, you got anything you want to say before we close the doors for the week?
Yeah, man. So this really helped kind of calm me down a little bit, get my mind off things. So thank you so much for doing this bonus show. You really didn't have to do it with us, but thank you so much. It's a shame that Dumpy couldn't be here. I was really looking forward to having him on with me and also kind of talking with him a little bit because we know each other beyond the Sanctum and kind of beyond content and stuff like that.
Right.
So I was really looking forward to speaking to him yesterday, or the day before that even. So it's a shame I really couldn't pop in, and it's a shame I was working. I was actually contemplating asking the day off, but it was way too late. So, and we're very short staffed right now because of the virus. So,
Right.
thank you so much, and I've really enjoyed the music as well that you've been sending me, and I can't wait to review more.
Oh well, it's my pleasure, and don't worry, we will certainly be having Dumpy back on the show. I really enjoyed having him on and talking some music and shooting the proverbial bullshit and everything like that. So yeah, we'll definitely be having Dumpy back on. Now, one thing about the sun. Oh, well, look. Stew Dog.
The man is
Brother.
back.
Oh my God, Stew Dog! If you will hop in here right now with us, my friend, we will go at least another 30 minutes if Wanderer can stay in. I sent you the link. I'll go ahead and I'll send it to you again, really quick. If you want to hop in here with us for just a few minutes, it'll be so good to hear from you. Wanderer, if he can hop in here real quick, can you hang in for at least maybe another 20 or 30?
I don't know, probably not, because I don't want to be up at like 11 o'clock, kind of, walking around and
right,
disturbing my dog and stuff. So
okay.
I'll probably have to leave soon, but if you guys continue, I don't mind hopping out. I'll chill and chat.
But if my Chromebook's being a douche at the moment, so so I'm just gonna give him just a minute. What the hell, man? And now Discord's being a douche.
Oh, Discord always is a douche.
I was just about to ask, have you been having any issues with Discord lately? But then, silly me, that's a stupid question.
Well, I mean, Discord just always asks, like, it boots up. The first thing that my computer does is boot up Spotify, Discord, Skype at the same time, and it just slows the entire system down when I'm trying to do work. So, yeah, like, screw you, Discord.
Don't yeah, well, I mean, really, what you need to do is you need to. Oh, okay. I'm literally
Yeah, that's
going to
no
bed
biggie.
soon, dude, just turning the sound up for some ambient vibes. Hey man, that's no problem. But hey, Stu Dog, listen to me. We got a show coming up this Sunday, so make sure you're around. I will send you a link. I was actually just about to say Sunday. We are still going to be doing the music review and everything, but I'm also putting together a panel show where we're going to have a few other people join us and shoot the proverbial shit. As of right now, I know that Miss Raz will be joining us from Hatman's chat and everything. Good friend of mine, and Quentin will also be joining us as well.
Oh hell
Um,
yeah.
so Quentin will be back in here. Stu Dog, I would love for you to join us Sunday for the panel show. So I'll definitely be sending you a link. And Hatman may be joining us as well. He's had a lot going on, and I know he's really busy right now. But Hatman may be joining us as well for the panel show on Sunday. And of course, like I said, we'll still be doing the music review and everything like that. Bonk, we will definitely be working on getting you in here, buddy, and having a good time with you. So give us let's like I said, my work schedule and everything is about to change. I don't know the full details of everything yet, but I will ASAP. So once we get all that figured out, we will go from there. So Stu Dog, once again, shout out to you, my brother. We love you. Please, watch everything for Sunday because I will be sending you a link. Please come in and join the panel show with us because we'd love to have you back in here for just a little while and talk to you. We really miss you around here. But for now, everyone, I know Mr. Wanderer needs to get to bed for his school doings tomorrow.
I got
But
programming. I'm going to die.
no, you'll be fine. See, cool man, not sure. Depending on what happens with the interview tomorrow, I may be working if I get the job. Well, Stu Dog, I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I really, really do. Good luck on your interview, and I will be keeping my fingers crossed for you. And of course, if if you ever need anything from myself, Wanderer, or Doc, please reach out to us. We'll be there for you. But
You
guys,
better not interrupt, the grand plan that me and Stu Dog have, because if you don't know, Stu Dog's really been helping me out with a lot of videos recently, and
uh,
I'm hoping that his new work doesn't get in the way of our future plans. But hey, if it does, it's no biggie, and I wish you luck, man.
all right on. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to close and lock the Sanctum for the bonus show, but we will see everyone Sunday, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK time for the panel show. Once again, Quentin, Raz, myself, Dr. Cyrus Oblivion, Wanderer, hopefully Stu Dog, and maybe Sir Hatman. So we will see how that all plays out. But thank you all so much once again for tuning in to the bonus show. This has been a blast, and it's always a lot of fun to be here. But until Sunday, everybody, take care and peace be with you.
See ya.